Hey guys, so I wanted to do a follow-up video to my last video speaking about multiple myeloma when I was diagnosed and some of the symptoms that I first noticed before I even knew that I was sick. So one of the things that I did touch on was back pain. And reading other stories online, I'm noticing that a lot of people's first encounter with multiple myeloma starts with back pain. That's the first indication that a lot of people report. There are other things too that happened to me. At the time, I didn't know that it was associated or connected to me having multiple myeloma, but it was. I noticed that I stopped having a menstrual cycle. I was no longer able to even produce enough blood to have a menstrual cycle. I also started having random nosebleeds. Like I would wake up in the morning and there would be blood on my pillow. I associated it with my sinuses, my allergies, me rubbing my nose too much. But it was definitely a side effect of multiple myeloma. Some of the other things that I did notice that started to happen to me as the disease started to progress, and I still was not even aware that I had cancer. I lost my appetite. I became extremely thirsty. I remember I would not even eat, and I would ask my sister to bring me home like juices. Like now I make my own juice, but like juices like this, I was so thirsty, like I could not quench my thirst. I became extremely thirsty, which made me lose a lot of weight. I lost about 35 pounds within the first 3 months of me being sick. There were so many signs and signals there that doctors and hospitals just did not catch. I have been to chiropractors. I have been to my primary care physician. I was actually getting ready to have back surgery. That's how bad my back pain was. I had made my deposit to have back surgery. Had I not went into the hospital when I did, I think I was scheduled to have back surgery on Mother's Day in 2017, and I went into the hospital 4 days before. Had I not went into the hospital and I had the back surgery, 90% chance that I would have died during the procedure. You have to be very mindful of the way you feel. Our bodies will tell us when something is wrong, when someone is wrong, when things are not right. If you pay attention to your body, it will give you signs and signals that it is in distress. Always request your labs. And I didn't know this when I was younger. Always request your labs from your doctor's office. See, now I have everything comes directly to my phone. I use the same lab that draws my blood all the time for everything. Once the results are in, they are automatically uploaded to my app and they come directly to my phone. So I don't have to ask my doctor for my labs because I can see them myself and study them myself. And then that way, when I do have my follow-ups with my doctor, I'm prepared and I can ask them questions. Now, when I go into my doctor's office, it's not so much of me looking to him for the game plan. I'm pretty much to the point where I've set my own standard of care, and I run it by him to just make sure that it's okay. So I'll do research online and I'll come up with different, regimens that work for multiple myeloma, and then I'll run it past my doctor and he'll let me know, like, okay, yeah, we can do these together. Are these type of immuno infusions don't mix, or you know, you got to be careful with the vitamin C, high dose of vitamin C, you know, you can't do NAD, like certain things like that. We'll collaborate together, but I no longer go into my doctor's office or any doctor's office. I don't even care if it's my dentist. I no longer allow them to just tell me anything. I'm asking questions. I want to see x-rays, lab results. I want to see my whole chart. Whatever you have in my chart, I need a copy of it so I can take it home. And it is your right to have that. So do your homework, be diligent about your health.